So we're in Liverpool for the second day of Labour Conference 2016, and the leaders of the Labour Party are trying to move beyond the civil war that's embroiled Labour for the last few months, trying to move beyond the leadership contest which ended on Saturday with Jeremy Corbyn coming back as leader once again. And they're trying to move the conversation onto policy, and they've rolled out some interesting policies, including a ban on fracking, an end to right to buy for council houses, a £10 living wage, and also interestingly on Brexit, they came out this morning with a plan that they would protect those regional funds, billions of pounds of money that goes to some of the most deprived parts of Britain. They would protect that way beyond the 2020 that the government's talked about and far into the 2020s. But they're in a complicated position because some Labour MPs still want Britain to stay in the single market, make it easier for British business to trade in the European Union. But both Jeremy Corbyn, the leader, and John McDonnell, the Shadow Chancellor, have made very clear that they're not looking for us to remain in the single market. They only want access to the single market. And that's quite important because that puts them on the same side as some right-wing Tory Brexiteers such as David Davis, who are saying we should give up on this idea that we're going to stay in the single market because it's just not compatible with us introducing new limits on migration. And the thinking behind this from the perspective of John McDonnell and Jeremy Corbyn is that firstly, they weren't really Europhiles in the first place. Secondly, they accept that a third of Labour voters voted to leave the European Union, and in part that was because of concerns about immigration, and so they don't want to be perceived to be too much alongside the Lib Dems fighting for us to still stay in the EU after Britain voted 52% to 48% back in June to leave the EU. And that's where we are with Labour and Brexit in Liverpool today.